Hey, this is Sasha, and thanks for joining me here for another episode on Backstage Income, where I share with you how to build and grow your business. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you how to make more money or money on YouTube beyond just doing ads. So that's really the core focus of today's lesson. I know ads is an easy way to get started in the YouTube market space where you can start generating money and revenue right away. That's usually a good approach for most people when they're first getting started, but eventually you want to evolve to other areas and avenues. And I'm going to share with you also the 3 primary ways that money is made online. Really, it's only 3 ways total. So you're in for a treat. Let's get started in this lesson. Now, before we get started, I want to share with you a quick little story. Back when I did web design 10, 15 years ago, advertising for me was the way to go. Paid sponsorships. You got money, you put on ads on your website. For the traffic that you got, you received some sort of cash flow. And as a college student, as a high school student, this was great. You know, I had some money coming in. It allowed me to pay and live my life a little bit with some kind of passive cash flow. So that's all fine and dandy. And that's usually where most people start when they're doing online YouTube and trying to make money online. So let's break these couple of things down. And I want to share with you really there's 3 main ways to make money online. And the first one is paid sponsorships. So we'll just call it paid spawn. And then the second way, okay, so this is way number 1. The second way would be to be an affiliate, or in other words, sell someone else's product. So sell another product, it's not your product. And then here it would be sell your product. So this is the 3 ways that you can make money online. And these are the only 3 ways because everything else stems from this, right? If you sell someone else's product, this is basically you're an affiliate, right? So when you're an affiliate, you're making that affiliate money and cash flow. If you're doing paid sponsorships, well, you could do paid sponsorships on a podcast. You could do paid sponsorships on YouTube, which is what we discussed, you know, but selling your own product is really where the big money is made. So we're going to break these down kind of in detail. So these are the 3 main ways. Okay, so if we take a look at this and start looking at, you know, where most people start out with. So this one is really the easiest. So it's easiest to start. Okay, this one is, I'd say, medium difficulty, because you have to have some sort of email list. People have to have some sort of trust, because the further you go, you know, the more difficult it is to sell that. Because when you're selling your own product, you have to have kind of a name brand, an image that people already know about. Whereas over here, well, people just have to visit your website. So in here, if the traffic stays stable, right? If the traffic stays stable amongst all of them, because this is the easiest to start, easiest to get into, you get probably the smallest amount of money, okay? This one you can make quite a bit of money, maybe even much more so than sometimes selling your own product. It just depends how good you are with affiliate marketing. But oftentimes, if all things being considered and equal, you can make much more money selling your own product. And this is because if you break this down and you had 10,000 people coming to your website across the board, right? So let's say we had 10,000 people for everything. Well, think about the perspective of paid sponsorships, of what you're getting paid. So let's say for that 10,000 viewers, you might make, you know, they might give you $5, $20. So you might make, let's say, $10 for those 10,000 visitors, because you're going to get a few pennies per visitor, and that starts to add up, right? So think of this as YouTube. You got to get a lot of traffic, a lot of views, a lot of videos. That's why people with multi-millions of YouTube subscribers make good money, because they have the traffic. Now, if you don't have the traffic and you have a small YouTube channel, a lot of times you can really make it up by selling your own product. So let's say you had 10,000 visitors here trying to sell someone else's product. Well, if you sell a couple of products, let's just say you sell 4 or 5 products, you don't need all 10,000 people to buy something. Let's just say 5 or 10 people buy something and they buy maybe $100, $200 product. Well, from that, you might make $10, $20 a piece. So let's say you make $20 an item that they've purchased, because you're getting commission from, let's say, a $200, $400, $500 item. 20 bucks, 5 people, you might make $100, maybe $200 from that traffic source, right? From a 10,000 view. And again, these are just rough ideas and rough numbers to give you the bigger perspective. Now from here, let's say you have a product that's $97. Maybe it's $197. So depending on what product you're selling, could be an e-course, it could be some other type of product. Well, here again, 2-3 people buy it. Maybe it's not 10,000, maybe it's not 5 or 10 people, but 2-3 people buy it. So now 3 people times $200. So 3 times 2, you got $600 that you're making, right? So again, this is a little bit more than what the affiliates would do. And, the paid sponsorship is going to be even less. Now, granted, can you make this up and get way more money from paid sponsorships if you have the traffic? Yeah, you can. But the key here is you need traffic. So the key is you need traffic. With these, they take a lot longer to develop. So this takes development time. So the further that you go, this way, as we said, easiest to start, whereas this one's more difficult. This one takes development time, whereas paid sponsorships, well, you just post some things on your website, you just activate the ads or monetization on your YouTube channel, and you're kind of good to go. Whereas if you're selling someone else's product, well, now you might need to do, let's just say, a review video. You might need to deal with, collaborating and emailing back and forth between the person and you to say, hey, this is when it's launching, this is when it's being scheduled, I got your item, it looks good, hey, there was a problem with the shipping. So you're dealing with all this stuff first. And selling your product's very difficult because you have to, you have to brainstorm about it, you have to create it, you have to create a sales page. All those things start to take more and more time. But that's why you're kind of charging much more. You're getting the full revenue share, right? Here you get 100% of the revenue. Here you're getting, depending on the affiliate, let's say 5% to maybe 20%. Who knows? It just depends on the program. And here you're just making a few pennies based on the traffic that you have. So they all work a little bit differently, but overall, you got these 3 ways: paid sponsorship, sell someone else's product, or sell your product that you could do and make money from YouTube. If you want to get away from ads, well, you need to sell someone else's product. How do you do that? Through affiliates, whether they're service affiliates, lead affiliates. It could be just promoting someone else's product where you're getting a cut or a check, maybe through a regular business as well. So there's many of them out there. From CJ to .com, which is basically ClickBank. You also have that as well. You have Share a Sale. So there's a couple of affiliate programs, and even individual sites have their own affiliate programs. But if you want to really ramp up and get 100% of the profits, then you got to sell your own product. So start thinking about growth at how to get to the next stage. And really, when you're building a business, you kind of want to have all of these. You'll make a little money from sponsorships, you'll make some money from affiliates, and you'll make some money from selling your own products. And putting all those things together is really where you start building, a piece of your pie and puzzle to really generate that revenue. So you're getting a little bit from each segment to make your total portfolio of income work together. Thank you so much for joining me in this week's episode. Be sure to get on the newsletter list by clicking this link right over here or in the description, so that way you get notified as we release new videos, courses, products, or write new books. Now, if you just want to hang out on YouTube, then be sure to hit the subscribe button right down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.